Hi everyone. In today's video, we are going to solve the 10th problem statement, which is called future Christmas. Let's take a look at this. So if I go here, it is saying we have to calculate on which day Christmas is falling in 2 years. So whatever is your current year, for example, it is 2026 with today's date. 2 years in future, 2028, 25th December is falling on whichever day we have to enter that value here. Okay. Now, pause this video for a moment. Think about the approach you are going to take to solve this problem statement. And if by the end of the video you are able to solve this problem statement, don't forget to mention solved in the comment section. In this, we are going to learn about Java date time functions and how to play with that. Okay, so let's get started. I will quickly create a class and we will write, we'll use our naming convention 10 future Christmas and we'll select public static void main. Okay. I'll just write basic code of browser launch and implicit wait. Okay. So let me quickly write that. Web driver is equal to new Chrome driver, and we'll quickly import both of these. And then we are going to write driver dot get, and we are going to pass the URL where our problem statement exists. Okay. And as we have been using, we'll write the implicit wait just in case our element loads take a little bit of time. Okay, so driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait duration dot of seconds, and I'll pass 5 seconds here. Okay, sorry, 5 seconds. Okay, now from an UI perspective, it is very easy. We'll find the property of this and we'll just pass the day. Okay. But the major work is going to go in calculating the future year and then extracting the day. Okay. So let's understand that. We'll jump to this once we fix that part. Okay. So first thing is we have to fetch current year. Okay. Because that is where we are going to perform the further calculations on, right? Now, after we have fetched the current year, we have to uh, fetch 2 years in future. Okay. And then maybe pass the date as 25th December, but we are aware that Christmas always falls on 25th of December. So we are good with the day and the month. Just the year is what we have to fetch. Okay. So we have to basically fetch which day, which day Christmas is falling on. Okay. Now let's take a look at this, how we can work through this. So we have to use, in case of Java, we have Java datetime functions. Okay. So if you want to fetch whatever is the current day, we have a feature called local date dot now. The moment you'll do that, it is going to give you whatever is your current date right now. Okay. Date, month, and year, all three of those. Okay. So let's do that. We will save this in a variable. We'll say local date today is equal to local date now. Okay. Now, once we have done this, now we can do the manipulations in terms of fetching 2 years in the future. Okay. So let me put this here. And how we'll do that? We'll just write today dot uh, plus, and in this you'll see a lot of different options. Okay, plus weeks, plus months, plus days. Okay, but we are interested 2 years in future, so we are going to select plus years. Okay, now how many years we want? We want 2 years in future. Okay, now this is going to give me date, but I specifically just want the year, right? Because this is what we have to do the manipulation on, because we already know Christmas falls on 25th of December. This does not change with the year. So we don't have to play a lot there. We have to play with the year. So we have to pass that year. So what I'll do is I'll say dot, and then I will get different options here. And if you write GE, you will see something called as get year. Okay. Now this is going to come as a integer, as you can see here, int. Okay. So I'm going to save this as well. Okay. And let's write it as maybe future year. Okay. As per our requirement. Okay. So we are able to get the future year. Okay. Now we have to find which day Christmas is falling on. Okay. So let's put it here. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to first pass a date in which I'm going to say day is this, month is this. So 25th of December, but year is not what you are expecting. Year is this specific thing. Okay. So how do we do that? I'll write local date and let's say we'll call it as Christmas. Okay. And we'll say local date dot uh, off. Okay. And you will see, let me show this again. So I'll write dot off and you will see how we have to pass the day. We have to first mention the year in integer, then we have to mention month, and then we have to mention the day. This is the format what it follows: year, month, and day. So let's select this. Now, year is something which you want to manipulate. So I'll pass this future year, but month is something which I already know. So I'll pass 12 here. Okay. And the day I already know it is 25th December. So I'm going to pass 25 here. Okay. Now this is going to, this variable is now going to contain the exact date of 2 years in future on which Christmas is falling on. 12 December, sorry, 25th of December 2028. And this is going to be future driven. So even if you're doing in 2027 or 2028, it is going to calculate accordingly. Okay. So we understand how to we have set the day. Okay, now what we got to do, we have to just fetch the day. Okay, so what you'll write, you will use this variable what we have used created before, and you'll write dot and you write get. Okay, and you will get this function called get day of the week. Okay, this is going to give us what day Christmas is falling on. Okay, so let's do one thing. For the moment we will do a sys out and we will see if this is working fine or not. Okay, and then we'll understand we have to do one more manipulation which we'll take a look at. Okay, but let's first validate that this is actually giving me the day which I'm expecting or not. Okay, so let's run this, and whichever day, even I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, or whatever it is going to fall on, we'll see in the console. Okay, so we see Monday is coming. Okay, now two things here. So first thing is we want to save this. Okay. Now this is when you do a get day of the week, this is basically going to come in. Let me do it again. Dot get day of the week. Okay. So this is going to be local day. Okay. Now if I want to use it as a string, I have to write dot to string. Okay. So let's do that and let's save it in a string. Okay. So I'll say Christmas day. Okay. So we got the day in this variable. Okay. But what you would have noticed when we saw it in the console, it was saying Monday, but everything was in caps. Okay. So that is a small variation here. If you go here, you'll see it is saying to type the first letter in caps, but the remaining letters in small. Okay. So if you'll try to pass everything in caps, this is not going to show that the problem statement is solved because this problem is designed in that way. Okay. So we have to play with the string as well a little bit. Okay. So let's see how we can do that. Okay. So let's write converting day in I can write first letter as caps and remaining in small case. Okay. Okay. Now, since everything is coming in capital, what I can do is I can first of all change everything in small and then just convert the first letter into caps. Or you can go either way, whatever you prefer. Okay, so this is the approach which I'm going to take. So I'll just maybe write string L case. Okay, and what I'll do, Christmas day dot, and we all know that we have a function Christmas day to lowercase. Okay, so this is going to save now the Christmas day Monday into everything into lowercase. Okay, but we have to write it capital M and then ONDAY in small. Okay, or whichever day it is coming accordingly. Okay, so maybe what I can do is I can use string, and let's call it as final day. Okay, now what how we have to play with that is, so let me just write it in the comment section. Okay, so when we are writing Monday, okay, now everything is small, so let me write it in small Monday. Okay, I want to just make changes to this to in capital, and then I want to use this as it is. Okay, so how do we do that? So we have an option called substring. Okay, so this basically contains everything. Okay, Monday. So what I'll do is I'll write L case dot, and if you write sub, you will see this option substring. Now substring works in two different ways. Okay, either you can just give the index, okay, or you can give a starting and end index. Okay, now in the first case I'm going to select starting and the end index because I want to just make this as capital. Okay, so that's why I'm choosing start and end. Okay, now I'll give the first index as 0 and this one as 1. Okay, so using this statement, I'm able to fetch M. Okay, but it is in small letters, so I have to change it to capital letters. And the way we have done it to lowercase, we have the similar thing called to uppercase. So I'll write dot to uppercase. Okay, but M is not the only thing which I want. I want the remaining part as well. So I'll write plus, and I'll again use L case dot substring. Okay, now in this case, I am not going to use start and end index because I want everything whatever is remaining here. Okay, now when I do that, you see this is 0, this is 1, and then further numbers are coming. Okay, so I'll just write 1 here, and it is going to take everything till the end. Okay, let me explain this again quickly. So we are using substring to basically play with the first character. So that's why we have to mention the indexes 0 to 1, which is going to give me M, and then we are changing that to uppercase. The remaining things are all already in the lower case, so I don't need to do anything. I'm just concatenating that using a plus option, same variable dot substring 1. Why I'm giving just 1 here? Because I'm not playing with index, I just want to use it as it is. Okay. Now, before putting, because we have to still get the we have to still fetch the uh, path of this. Okay, so I'll just quickly do a sys out and we'll just see if it is printing in the right way, and then we are going to just pass this. Okay, so let's see final day if it is printing in the what we are expecting it to be. Okay, now don't forget to mention solved if you are able to solve this problem statement. uh, I think this is an interesting one, which because it is giving us two different concepts. Okay, so anyways, we are not interested in this, so we are interested in the console right now. So it is giving us properly Monday. Okay, now let me go to the problem and quickly see how we can identify this. Okay, so I'll click on inspect and let's fetch this. So we have a ID, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to write uh, pass the value in the text box. Okay, and driver dot find element by dot ID, the easiest way, and I'm going to do this, and then dot send means. Okay, and where we have saved our final day in this. So this is just for checking purpose, so I'm going to just remove this entirely. Okay, and I'm going to just type final day here. Okay, and let's see if this works or not. Let's run this. You're going to get the code as well as the Excel sheet in case you want to download in the description section. So don't worry about that, all the links and everything. So see, we are able to solve a problem statement successfully. In case this helps you, do like, share and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye bye.